Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be showing the speed build process of me transforming my quite simplistic winter wonderland area into a Valentine's themed diner and fairground. First off, I decided to wear an outfit to match the theme of this video. This heart jumper was recently in the Able Sisters shop and it's adorable. So this is the area I will be working on today. The middle part was supposed to be an ice rink, but I wasn't 100% keen on it, to be honest. The other part was just me making use of the frozen items. I'm not a huge fan of them apart from the frozen treat ice lollies and the frozen arch. I was about to pick up the illuminated snowflake light, however Axel decided to be amazed by it as if it hasn't been sat here since before Christmas, so I felt like I couldn't move it just yet. Once the area was empty, I grabbed the items I'd ordered from my mailbox to start the transformation. I'd been collecting items in my storage for this for about a week or so. Before I put down and displayed any furniture, I placed down this pink brick design path which I found via the portal in Able Sisters. This area will be where my mini diner will be set up. I'm not entirely sure if Axel's interested in what I'm doing or the snowflakes. Probably the snowflakes, knowing him. He gets distracted quite easily. If you didn't already know, in the recent update Nintendo released a new item which had been missing previously. This is mermaid fencing, so I collected the shells I needed in order to make it. Obviously customizing items pink was also a must for this project. I then placed the shell arch where the diner entrance will be, and then I placed the new mermaid fencing I just made to close off the area. The next step was to customize a few simple panels in order to make the back look a little bit more like an establishment when you step into the area. I customized these with menus and some fairy lights just to give it that little bit of extra detailing. Then once those were placed at the back, I put down my pink diner furniture. I'm absolutely obsessed with the pastel pink diner furniture set. However, I'm also in love with the aquamarine set as well, but obviously I needed pink for this. Due to how the fence is positioned, I could only fit one small table and two chairs at each end, which is very unfortunate. Next, it was time to decorate the diner worktops with some equipment. I went to a cataloguing event via a group on Facebook, and I now have every single kind of different mixer. The strawberry one I thought is absolutely perfect for this occasion, so it took pride place on the worktop. Placing one of the new items, which was a chocolate heart box in pink, was obviously essential for the table decoration in the middle. This was the perfect opportunity to finally replace the holly plants from December with pink camellia bushes to add extra pink to the scene. Leif was impressed by this, clearly. The only frozen item I wanted to keep was the arch to make the entrance to the fairground stand out, so obviously I had to customise it pink. Is it just me or does the frozen arch in pink make it look edible? I can imagine it tasting like a Tango Ice Blast from the cinema. I placed a pile of cherry blossom petals on the floor by the diner entrance just to give it more of a romantic feel. Next, it was time to work on the fairground area. I was debating whether or not to place the brick flooring down for this area as well. However, I thought it might look like a bit of an overkill with all the different shades of pink I would have had going on. I didn't want to put fencing around it either for this reason. A fairground is more open anyway, so I didn't want to kind of close it off like the diner. I began decorating the fairground by placing a pastel teacup ride in the middle. I'm so fortunate that Nathan's got a green apple when he started playing back in December, because I knew he'd give me a pastel teacup ride if I asked politely. To go at the front of the fairground area, I placed these two customised stalls. I made this design myself. It's kind of basic, but it'll do. I dragged the teacup ride to the corner and realised I had nothing to fill the other side with. Nathan luckily came to the rescue and ordered me another one, which I'm very grateful for. I decorated the stalls with heart-shaped bouquets and the chocolate heart boxes. I might swap the colours around, but these are the ones that I had on me at the time of working on this area. I placed a candy machine and a popcorn machine in this corner. However, I didn't like how the candy machine looked out of place because the popcorn machine matched the candy floss machine, which someone kindly gifted to me. I ended up moving the candy machine to the diner. Next, I needed to get rid of these green lampposts because they certainly didn't go with my pink overkill theme, so I replaced them with strawberry soft served lamps instead. Gosh, that is a mouthful. I love how they look next to the frozen arch. It was now the next day and Nathan had arrived on my island to give me the pastel teacup he'd ordered for the empty corner of the fairground. He said my diner was a bit too girly for him, so I trapped him in his seat and tested out the new dance reactions as payback, haha. Whilst this was going on, Ketchup decided to have a little nose at the new area I'd made. I was wondering if she'd test how comfy the seats are, but unfortunately she changed her mind. Nathan then left my island, so it was time to place the teacup ride in its reserved spot. I had to wait for Walt to move out the way first, mind. Just adding the finishing touches now, and I placed a pink balloon in the corner where both the stalls meet. I then placed a pink heart-shaped bouquet on the edge of the diner to make it feel a little bit more fancy. I had noticed the night before that the diner area looked quite dark, so I ordered some pink floor lights, and if you have this game, you'd know how much of a pain they are to distance correctly. Whilst this was annoying me, Walt decided to make one of the teacups play that irritating tune, so thank you for that. I decided to put a diner counter chair behind the stalls just so they look assisted and no one can steal anything. After a couple more decorations, my work was done. I'm in love with the pastel teacup rides, and the diner is perfect if any of my villagers want to be cute and go on a date leading up to Valentine's. And finally, to conclude this video, this is how the area looks during the night. I love how the pastel teacup rides glow up, and I'm impressed as a whole it doesn't look too jam-packed and all over the place. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be back soon for another one. Bye.